Hello and welcome to Click Mage. This is a little clicker incremental game that popped up on my Steam recommended. Thought it looked kind of cute, thought it looked kind of fun. Figured that I'd play it. Not sure what else is about the game before we get in. I try to keep those kind of things a surprise. I like to be surprised by game mechanics and whatnot, so let's just hop right in. Please enter world name. Choices. We will name this first, because it is our first world. Did you know Santa can be found at the beach? You are an apprentice of the legendary Click Mage, who can create the most wondrous things just by clicking on them. That's my hand. One fateful day, an experiment of yours goes wrong. Oh man, honestly, I get doing experiments. This place looks a little dingy. Oh, thunder and lightning. Did you know? Hold the click button to click automatically. Well, that's a nice feature. Saves your mouse durability. Oh, there's a little bit of sand. There's some more sand. Explore the island. You can move around with W, A, and D. Okay, so we kind of have this top-down view. Okay. Not sure what the 0 out of 1 on the screen is, but... Okay, so we have some rocks to the north with a little pickaxe there. We have a forest kind of to the northeast. Oh. Ah. We have this kind of monolith. Ah, you're finally awake. Now tell me, whom did I pull out of the water? So you're an apprentice of this Click Mage and looking for a way home? Well, I cannot teleport you off the island, but I can help you strengthen your magical powers. Maybe this will help you escape. First, bring me some wood to increase the amount of resources you can carry. The forest is directly north of here. Good luck. Upgrading hand size, 0 out of 3 wood. Okay. I see the 0 out of 1 is kind of hooked up to our hand here. So, if I click on a tree... probably need the axe first. This is a resource node. Click on it multiple times to harvest wood. You can also hold the click button to auto-click. Alright. Oh. There's one wood. Let's see here. Left click to click. You harvested wood. To collect and later drop it. See the controls on the bottom right. Left click is to click. Right click is collect. Spacebar is to drop. And F is the build menu. Which doesn't seem like we have access to that quite yet. Got an achievement. Collect wood for the first time. And new blueprints available. Love the art of some of those. Those look cool. All right. Well, it looks like that 1 out of 1 is our carrying capacity. So let's go ahead and head back down and drop the wood. Okay, there we go. Gotta do that a couple more times. Okay, and the holding down speed is actually quite fast, which is nice. I've played a few games that have that initially, where you can just hold down to, instead of having to spam click. But it's so slow, so much slower than spam clicking. That just doesn't seem reasonable. All right, there's the 3. Oh, we can hold 5 items now. Yeah, that's pretty good. Great, you can now carry more resources. I can increase your powers even further, but I need resources to do so. Like stone, for example. Hey, we know where that is. But stone is harder than wood, and to mine it, you need to upgrade your clicks. I suggest you take a look at my available upgrades and work towards that. Flip your mouse over the building and click on the buttons that appear. Like that one. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Click hardness, click power. Hand size, auto click, building so we can actually increase. We can increase that speed. Okay. All right, we click on my resources faster. Building storage. Be stored in buildings and blueprints. Stored in fuel. Do faster around the island. Okay. Doubles the amount of sand on the beach and increase its spawn rate. Yeah, we haven't even gone over to the sand quite yet. But click hardness allows you to mine stone. I guess we'll grab that. Upgrading click hardness. Takes 10 wood. Alright. Well, we can hold 5 at a time, so let's start working on that. There's 5 right there. You just hold down right click. That's quite nice. And drop that all. I love the sound design of little games like this. Like the little pixel art, the sound design. It's all really nice. Drop all that off. Click hardness upgraded to level 1. I see you are making progress. But it seems you still have no idea how to get off this island. Yeah, that's right. But I have good news for you. I sense another presence on the island. It seems we have a visitor. Maybe they can help you. Where are they at? Is this connected at all? Okay, it is across the top here. Oh, we have a little bird. There's another stone. We can't actually mine that now. Click hardness 4, needed for crystal. That looks like it's kind of surrounded by like a little lake of some kind. And another piece of stone. Well, since we're here, oh, this is copper ore. Oh, I thought that was stone. And this is iron ore. Okay. So let's go ahead and this is probably stone. Yeah. So we can mine that now. But I want to look at some of the other upgrades here, such as hand size. 5 stone. All right. Let's get started on that. Yeah, this is definitely taking a little bit longer. It shouldn't be too bad. Perfect. Grab all that. Oh, got an achievement. Collect stone for the first time. And drop all that off. Now we can build 10 items. Perfect. What if we want to upgrade that again? Oh, okay. That's a number of things we don't have quite yet. So probably not. Click hardness. Same thing. Click power. Wood and sand. Okay, we can do that. Oh. Oh, there's the guest. Hello there, potential customer. Ah, they must be a merchant. Oh, who I am? I'm just a simple traveling merchant who teleported to this idyllic island to relax. You are stuck here? Want me to teleport you off this island? Yeah, sorry, that's not possible. You see, I'm not just a trader. You see, I'm just a trader, not a teletransportation company. I don't have a passenger transport license. I would have to pay hefty fines if I just gave you a ride. The teleportation is possible. They're just refusing to give it to us. But I could sell you building blueprints and resource recipes that you could use to build your own teleportation portal. I'll even give you a nice new customer discount for the portal blueprint. Sounds like a good deal. Great. I could use some vacation anyway. Just take a look at what I have to offer. In the meantime, I'll stay here and enjoy the good weather. It is quite good weather here. You can now access the build menu. Buy blueprints from the trader to unlock buildings. So, portal blueprint in stone. You know what? We'll get right back on you on that. I just want to collect some sand. Can we get one more sand to spawn here? Oh, there we go. Come back up here and dump that. And then let's get 5 more wood. Perfect. Nice. So our click power should be substantially better. I assume that's going to take glass. We do not have the ability to get that. That's water and glass. Building storage is wood and stone. We don't even have building storage yet, but you know what? We have wood and we have stone. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, getting stone is way faster now. Perfect. There's 5 stone. Back down. And 5 wood. Oh wow, yeah. That's way faster. Perfect. And I'm gonna assume that's water and stone. Okay. Fuel storage. Sand and stone. Oh, we can get that. 1 sand. Actually, before we do that, something that might be better is beach upgrade. That takes water, and I don't know if we can grab that yet. That takes iron. Okay. We will actually go ahead and wait on that then. Let's go ahead and drop the sand there. Let's get some stone for this person. And the stone. Yeah, this is way faster than it was before. 9, yep. 1 more, perfect. And stone. Blueprint bot portal. Okay, and that's just it. There's, all right, there's a bit here. Water well. You know, we do need water for some of this, so in wood. That should be easy enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Grab all that. And perfect. We have the water well. Smelter is wood and stone. It looked like some of the stuff we did was glass, which I'm going to assume is just sand in the smelter. 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All that. And those wood should be much faster to get. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is actually a counting to 10 simulator. And we're doing pretty good. Perfect. Charcoal. That takes iron ore. Saw. That takes iron ingot. Storage. That takes wood and iron ingot. All right. So we're all good there. Let's look at the build menu. So we have a smelter. We have a well. We have a saw. We have storage. And we have the portal. So what does the portal take? 10 sand, 10 stone. Sand is not really... 1 sand there. Oh, you know what? Actually, there's quite a bit over here. So I guess the entire beach here drops off sand. I mean, there's 10 sand right there. Let's actually over here. I think building storage was the one. Or fuel storage. Yeah, that took sand. Let's just do that. And then 10 stone. Might as well grab these upgrades while we have the resources. Yeah, I wouldn't mind upgrading the click speed on this. Because this is pretty fast, but a little bit faster wouldn't be bad. Perfect. And there's already more sand here. Yeah, we already have 6. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and build the portal. Why don't we just build it right here? Right next to this obelisk. Perfect. Drop off 6 sand. Get a bit more. Oh, perfect. Move that over there. And then we grab stone. That should be, what, 9? Yep. Then 10. Perfect. Portal stage 1. Okay. You started building the portal and collect 100 resources. 2 achievements there. If you're unhappy with the placement of building, you can simply demolish it and get all your resources back. To do this, simply click on the red hammer in the building menu enter demolition mode. Okay. That's really nice. No punishment for being able to move things around. So that takes stone blocks, which we do not have yet. So we will wait on that. Let's see what it takes to increase our click hardness. No, not click hardness, actually. Click power. What does that take? That takes glass. All right, let's get the smelter up then. We'll go ahead and do that. That's going to be 10 stone, 10 sand. Run along the beach here, collect all the sand that we can. There's another one. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And 10 more stone. This game seems rather quaint. Quite a fan of it. There we go. And there we go. Some buildings need fuel to work. Place wood or charcoal in the designated area next to them. Okay, so we'll need wood there. And then we can make ash, glass, charcoal. We don't have the recipe for charcoal quite yet. Okay. Energy crystal. Interesting. But we want glass, which actually takes ash. So that's just a ton of wood. We'll go and get that. I wonder if that's 10 wood to 1 ash. Seems like the best conversion recipe. But we'll see. Here. But there. Then I still need wood for the fuel. I wonder how much fuel this takes. We'll give it 10. Perfect. Okay, I can't hold that much. Oh, and I see. Okay. Oh, okay. It's 1 wood to 1 ash. That's all right. Looks like we can hold 6 pieces of wood here in terms of fuel. Other one there, and we'll just have the other one sit there. And okay, that's 10 ash there. Let's just start stockpiling that, because it looks like our storage is actually, yeah, that needs a blueprint and that takes iron, which we don't have. So let's just keep making ash. There's a ton of wood. And here, dump all that in. We honestly should have enough fuel for that. And wouldn't be a bad idea to make another furnace. Maybe even have like one furnace per recipe. Let me see here. Does the cost of these go up at all? It doesn't. Okay. Yeah, let's just have another smelter there. We need 10 more sand. 10 more stone. There's all the sand. Perfect. Let's get the stone. This is quite nice. I can already see the benefit of having that sprint key, just to get around a little bit faster. There we go. Okay, and then we need a little bit of fuel. Let's set this up for glass. So get 10 ash. We'll just set that down there. And then we need some sand. Get 10 sand here. There's 9. Oh, there's 10. Perfect. What does that give us? So 10 seconds, 2 sand, 3 ash, and how much glass does that give us? And that burns the fuel. That is 1 glass. All right. So that ratio is definitely a little bit more inefficient. We're going to need some more wood for that. Grab that. Put that in. Perfect. All right. Now, what we need the glass for this. 5 glass for the click power. Okay. So we need more ash in there. There we go. And then we're going to need some more sand. Put that in there. 1 more sand. Perfect. We're actually just going to collect the sand here off the beach. Because I wonder if while it's on the beach, it kind of caps out at a certain point. Just move all the sand to there. And that is actually 5 glass already. Perfect. We have better click power. It doubles the amount of sand on the beach. Okay. That takes water. We're going to need the well for that. So I guess let's get started with that. We go ahead and dump the rest of this ash in there. And dump the rest of the sand in there. Move that over. We need more wood. Oh, yeah, that's way faster. Now being able to hold more, I think, would be quite nice. We'll fill that up as well. Okay. So we'll just let that run. And we want a well. 10 wood and 10 stone. We'll have the furnaces there, the portals there. We'll put the well up here. So 10 wood, 10 stone. Or the wood. Perfect. And now the stone. There we go. All right, and there's the well. Ah, and now we can just click to collect water. Sweet. We need 20 water. That's quite easy. Uh, 10 more stone, 10 more wood. We'll get the stone first. So I wonder if charcoal is a more efficient fuel source. I bet it is. But that's how that works. There's the stone, and then the wood. Perfect. So this beach is now upgraded. And yeah, I can tell that's already way faster. All right, let's see what we can do here. Move fast. That takes iron ingots. All right, can't get that quite yet. Auto click beam faster, 10 water, 10 glass. We can do that. Let me go ahead and dump the rest of the sand in there. Let me collect the glass. Put that in. And water is super quick. Perfect. And then we need more wood for more ash and fuel. Just gonna collect a bit here in the stockpile. Perfect. That should be good for now. Let's get more ash made. Then we'll have some over here, and that will be kind of our fuel stockpile. Then this will be more ash. Perfect. That in there. Grab some of this to refuel. How much more glass do we need? 6 more glass. Okay. So we have enough sand. We're gonna need probably a bit more ash, honestly. So we'll go get a little bit more wood. There we go. Dump that in. Perfect. Let's grab that. Refuel. Let's actually see what... so that's storage blueprint. What does charcoal take? That's iron ore. Don't have that quite yet. Saw. Takes iron ingot. Storage takes something we don't have either. Alchemy table. Ooh, okay. That takes a lot of stuff we do not have. And then that is... Or is it unknown recipe? Or unknown resource. Okay. Alright, let's get this one back again. Then we'll grab some more sand. Yeah, this is way faster down here. There we go. Put the sand up there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 6 glass right there. Perfect. Our auto click is faster. That's nice. Hand size. Stone, sand, water, glass. Easy enough. All right, we can get all that. So that's enough sand. We're definitely going to need more ash. All that glass. Perfect. And then we need more fuel for that. Perfect. Dump that there. Put the ash in there just to keep that going. We'll get more sand down here. That going. Perfect. One more sand, please. Thank you. Dump that in there. That's actually all the glass we need. That's all the water we need. Let's go get the stone. Perfect. And now we just need the wood. Perfect. Oh, it wasn't wood. I'm sorry. It was sand. Okay, well, we have some extra wood then. There's all the sand we need. We build 15. Sweet. What does it take to do that again? Iron ingot. All right. Click power, iron ingot. Auto click, iron ingot plank. Definitely don't have that. Building storage, water and stone. That's really easy. We can do that. Okay. Here, we need 10 stone. I'm going to go ahead and just max out to 15, so we have a little bit of extra down there. Won't take too much longer, realistically. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And then, what about building storage again? 10 glass. Fuel storage, also 10 glass. That takes some stuff we don't have. Okay. So I think at this point, click hardness. Stone, water, glass. All right. Let's get the water then. Okay. I'll grab our extra wood here and use this to make more ash. Oh, I see. Okay. That's what the storage does. That's quite nice. All right, so we need a ton of sand. Perfect. That one. And yeah, we're already full up on sand again. We'll pull the extra up here. And then need more ash and we need more wood. Okay. And this click hardness upgrade should allow us to get the iron. Perfect. We're gonna need more wood there. More. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, let's get some more sand in there. And now we need more ash. I think a speed upgrade wouldn't be too bad. We could just always build more furnaces. They weren't too expensive to make. But I think the current rate is fine. We also need more stone. So we load this up on ash. And then we will go get more stone. That should be enough. Perfect. A little bit extra. All right. That in there. We're about to run out of fuel, actually. Grab that. This will just fill up on wood. That way I can queue up a little bit more ash as well. Perfect. And that should be enough glass, I think. Ah, one more. Almost there. Perfect. There we go. Click hardness upgraded to level 2. Alright, what does it take for the next one? Hardness will take... I already get iron plate and steel beam. Interesting. Alrighty, well, let's take a gander over here to the iron. And let me just mine a little bit of this. Might as well get all 15, might as well fill up. And that's an achievement. Collect iron ore for the first time. And we have a little bit of extra up there. All right, so I imagine we're gonna need another furnace to actually smelt this. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Another smelter here. 10 stone and 10 sand. That's not too bad. We'll throw this ash in there as well. Let's see here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And let's get that stone. Actually, we have a little bit of extra stone down by the portal as well, but we'll just grab it fresh. All right, what can we do here? Iron ingot. Yeah, I'd love to do charcoal, honestly. But that's, I mean, this is showing the icon for wood, so I wonder if we just have to do wood. But iron ingot, oh, it's just iron ore. Sweet. Dump all that in there, and let's go get some wood. Perfect. More fuel storage would be very nice at this point. Let's see here. Fuel storage. There's 10 glass. We can do that. There's 2 glass already. There's iron ingot for the first time. Nice. Oh, new blueprints available. Sweet. So we need sand, ash. We're going to need a lot of wood. Okay. We start on the wood then. We're also going to need this for quite a bit of fuel. Bring down, I think, 30. 30 wood actually is what's needed for 10 glass anyway. So probably more than that then. Yeah, this is super fast to grab anyway, so keep that up there and refill that. Start bringing some wood down, dropping it off. Perfect. And now we just need a ton of sand. Beautiful. Dump all that in, put the extra up there. Yeah, this is way faster. I'm glad we got that upgrade early. Another 15. All right, so I went ahead and queued up all this glass to start smelting and all this ash to start smelting as well. Thinking we probably want to get a second furnace, honestly. Oh, that's the wrong button. Another smelter here for glass, and we'll just put it right above the other one. So 10 sand, 10 stone. We already have all the sand right here, and we'll need the stone. Go ahead and dump this glass in while we have it. Dump the ash in as well. Perfect. That needs more fuel. See here. All right, we'll dump the glass in. Let me get some more fuel so that can just keep running while we then get the stone for the other one. Get a little bit efficient here. Perfect. Dump the rest of the wood in there. Let's start getting the stone. And it did say we have another blueprint available. It looked like, just by how it looked visually, it looked like kind of a press of some kind. Put the other stone there, kind of building up a stockpile. Okay, and we want to set this to glass. Perfect. Gonna take stone, it's gonna take ash. Not stone, I'm sorry, sand. And we need... Okay, well there's all the glass done, actually. So now we can hold up more storage in terms of our fuel. Let's see if that gave us just one more slot, or if it gave us more. Here, so we were able to hold 5 before, and now we can hold... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty substantial. All right. That's very nice. We go and fill up the other storage. We'll put the rest towards ash here. Perfect. All right. We have a ton of iron. So let's see here. I'm sure charcoal isn't actually a better fuel source. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually just used for a recipe of some kind. But it does only take iron ore, which we can get quite easily. So let's just go get that. Right up here, even have some extra lying around. So 15 iron ore, full bags full. I like the music with this game. It gives you a sense of exploration and adventure, even though all you're doing is clicking. All right, dump that in. Perfect. Charcoal for smelter. So, see here. Oh, charcoal is also much better fuel than wood. Perfect. I won't go ahead and take up an ash smelter for that. So let's make another smelter. This will be for charcoal. So tin stand, tin stone. That's 10. Perfect. And let's get that stone. You know what? Actually, we have a stockpile for a reason. Right over here by the portal. Perfect. All right. So now we'll set this to make charcoal. The 4 wood goes into 1 charcoal. But how much does a charcoal smelt into? Probably more than 4 items. All right, let's dump all this wood in. And then we need some wood as fuel. I want to see, first off, how long does this take? 10 seconds, same as the glass. Let's see if it's going to be able to finish. Perfect. And let's see how much that does. We're hoping for more than 4 items. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it does exactly 4, and so it's just kind of a denser fuel. But it's looking like it might be something like 6, which is, yeah, that's way better. So you know what? Let's go ahead and... we can't take the fuel out of this that we've already put in. But let's go ahead and stack this up. And I honestly wouldn't even mind a second furnace for more charcoal. That is way better of a fuel source. Dump that in. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. One right there. 10 more sand, 10 more stone. Just kind of getting some infrastructure set up here. Then we'll put the rest of the sand into there so we can get a little bit more glass. Perfect. And we'll grab the rest of the stone just from over here. Perfect. All right. So let's put that in there and set that to make charcoal. And then what else do we want? Saw storage. What can storage be? 500 ingots and 15 wood. Yeah, you know what? I think storage might be quite good. We do just kind of have a ton of stuff lying around. Let's get some designated storage for some of these. 15 wood. Perfect. Yeah, this is scaling up pretty well already. Blueprint brought. Or bot? Forge. Oh, okay. And that looks like it takes cut stone of some kind. Okay. But we have storage. Dead wood, 2 iron ingots. All right. Where do we want to put our storage? Let's see here. Probably do north. We'll probably put it down here, actually. We'll do that. And I don't know how much storage takes, but we'll go ahead and set up 2 right there. So that's going to be 4 iron ingots. Go ahead and get a little bit more iron cooking. Now that we have charcoal as well, this should be cooking quite better. Go ahead and get 15 of this. There we go. That's 10. 14, 15. This game has now become a counting to 15 simulator. Run over here, dump all this iron ore in, throw the extra up here. And once that runs out, we will, we can even start piling in charcoal now. It takes it for the front. So there's that, and let's go ahead and get the wood for this. So 10 wood per, we're gonna need 20 total, so we'll have to take 2 trips. We'll just get the rest of it there. So there's 1 storage. Grab the rest there, and 2 storage, and 1 more iron again. Perfect. How does this work? Drop a resource into the chest to store it. Okay, we'll try that with glass first then. So it can hold 100. Is that 100 of one type? It is. Okay. It might not be a bad idea to make a chest for each resource type then. Might not be a bad idea. So we probably don't need one for like iron ore as a raw resource, I would think. I don't know. I could see it working well with that. Let me just pull it out of there. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have enough resources to really warrant dumping things into there right now, but we'll end up making this kind of the storage area because I'm sure we'll end up needing to use that. Let's look at what we can do here. Can we do click power? We could. Might not be too bad. Hand size and iron ingots. You know, I kind of want to get that, honestly. Perfect. Go ahead and get more here. More iron. And then click power would also probably be pretty good, especially for the iron, for these harder materials. Need 6 more of this. There we go. Grab all that. And I think we can actually get the moving fast thing as well. We're actually running on the charcoal now, which is quite good. Let's get some more wood. Make sure we still get charcoal being made. There we go. Oop, all 15. Dump all that in. Dump that in there. Construct 10 buildings is the achievement we just got. I feel like that one came in a little late if it's talking about the 2 chests. Dump that wood in. Perfect. There's 3 more iron. 1 more iron ingot. There's charcoal. Go ahead and dump another piece of charcoal there. Gonna make sure our charcoal burners have enough charcoal themselves, so we can hold 20 items now. That's quite good. What does auto-click take? Iron ingot and plank. We don't have plank yet. Click power is just the iron ingot. Alright, we can do that though. Alright, well let's go get more iron now that we can hold 20 of it. So 2 iron to an ingot. Don't really need that much iron for this upgrade. So I don't know if we'll actually fill up here. It's quick enough. We'll go ahead. Go 3 more. Perfect. 20 iron. All within the palm of our hand. Problem now is we can only hold 15 in the actual smelter. So once we get this, we might look into storage for these. More iron ingots. It's going to be a few more seconds here. I think that one's okay on fuel. This one definitely burns through fuel quite quickly. Let's pile that up. There's the last 2. Perfect. And let's look at building storage. Hidden glass. Oh, okay. We could have gotten that a while ago. Dump ash in there. Over here, dump in that 4 glass. And we just need a ton of sand, a ton of ash. It's just going to be a ton of wood. Okay. That should be easy enough. Hard to tell if this is faster. I think this is. I think it'll be a lot more noticeable in things like the iron. Let's just get a ton of wood here. Now that we don't have to worry about wood as a fuel source, we can turn this all directly into ash. And actually, on that note, let's get a second smelter for ash. Okay, we need sand and stone. Need 10 sand. Actually, we're going to need a lot of sand anyway for the glass, so let's just collect as much as we can here. Perfect. Dump that in. Go ahead and dump that in there. And then we need some more stone. Yeah, this is definitely faster on the stone now. Perfect. Oh, that's not right. Let's throw that up there. Get this, and set this to ash. Perfect. Pick up all this ash. Max out those. We're gonna need some charcoal for these, which means we're gonna need more wood. We have quite a bit of iron now, which is nice though. See here. Go ahead and dump those in. Some charcoal being made. While that's being made, let's go ahead and just stockpile our wood again, since we're here. Perfect. Also, I think be a better ratio once we get the storage, because I bet the max will go up to 20, which is actually divisible by 4. So we won't be left with a little bit left over. Let's go ahead and dump that in. Dump that charcoal in. There's 4 glass. Makes us almost get there. We need more sand for that one. Yeah, we needed ash for this one, sand for this one. So let's go ahead and get some more sand. Liking the gameplay loop of this game, though. I'm not sure how long this game is, but we'll see. Been playing this for a little bit already. Here we go. Up a ton more sand in there, and that one actually needs some charcoal now. Here we go. Make sure that our charcoal burners are filled up. Just 2 more glass. I think that's enough. Yep, perfect. And yeah, those go up to 20 now. Sweet. Okay. Let's see. This one takes 15 iron ingots for moving fast. I mean, we can get 15 iron at this point, and all it takes is iron ore, and we click faster. So you know what? Let's go for it. Go ahead and dump those in. And you know what? Let's actually get a second smelter for iron ingots. We have 2 smelters for just about everything else, so. And we'll actually start grabbing multi-resources here. There we go. We will dump in 10 sand, dump the rest into here. And get some more stone. Perfect. This will be for iron ingot. Now we need more wood for the actual fuel. That's why we stockpile it, because it's just available here. Perfect. I didn't mean to put wood in there. Dang, that's all right. Let's get all this wood burning. I wonder if there's a benefit to actually stockpiling things in storage. Like, if we put wood in here, will it pull that automatically? Or is it just easy central access to resources? I mean, if that's easy access to 100 wood, that's not too bad, realistically, with how quickly we can get it. It's only, what, a few trips here? So, just kind of filling all this up. Oh, that's not where that goes. What, 2 more trips and we have a full chest full of wood? Then I think our charcoal will be done by that point. There we go. A little bit more here, and there we go. We have a full chest of wood, so if we need any more, it's right there. Like right now. Go ahead and pull from there. Fill up that. and fill up that. Perfect. Now we have a ton of charcoal. Go ahead and dump that in there. Put some in there. There. Now we just actually need to grab iron. Let's go do that. Another click upgrade wouldn't be too bad. Because we're starting to demand more resources at the same time as finding more things in general. Similar to charcoal being a more efficient fuel source, there might be more efficient just ways to do things if we keep going as well. So after I get these iron things smelting, I'm going to look into making the saw now that we have iron ingots. And what was the other thing? Yeah, because we don't have that resource for the forge quite yet. So I bet we get that from the saw. Three more here. Perfect. Turn back over and dump all that in. 3 more iron. All right, 4 more iron for that. Let's look at... we actually need the blueprint for the saw. See here. Saw blueprint and forge blueprint. What does the forge take? That takes planks. We don't have that. That takes 5 iron. Okay, well, we're already making a ton. And we have a ton of charcoal at this point. We actually put that wood in there. Make sure that's filled up. That's filled up. I'm gonna dump the rest into the iron. So we're doing a lot of that right now. That's enough for the sprint upgrade. Oh, one more. There we go. Fast movement unlocked. You can now move faster by holding on shift. That is pretty fast. All right. That's quite nice. All right. What else do we have here? Auto click. Yeah, that takes plank, right? Takes a whole bunch of stuff we don't have. It also takes a whole bunch of stuff we don't have. Same there. Fuel storage is... We can get that. That was a one-time upgrade. And can't get a beach upgrade either. Okay. We still don't even have stone blocks for that. All right, well, let's get some iron picked up here. That's 10. That's enough for the saw blueprint. Perfect. And kind of where we have furnaces. Let's see here. We'll put the saw up here closer to the forest. Makes sense. So we need some wood and we need some iron. There's the iron. And we have... I know we have the wood stockpile down there, but the wood spawn point is just right up here, so might as well grab it. Right there. All right, what does this take? Plank or stone block? We can actually start making stone blocks now. 2 stone, 2 water, or 2 wood, 2 water. Let's go ahead and make a batch of planks. I know that those are needed for some things. Perfect. We'll dump this there. And then we need some water. Perfect. All right, and we'll just let that run. And you know what? Let's make another saw. 1 for planks, 1 for the stone blocks. So we need just more iron ore for those. Okay. And more wood. Well, actually, I'll work on the wood in just a moment. Little frog. He's adorable. All right, nothing can ever happen to that frog. Our entire mission now, it's not teleporting home, it's protecting that frog. All right, let's get some iron going, and then we'll get the wood while that's actually smelting. Perfect. What a cute little guy. All right, dump that in there. Oh, we can hold shift now, that's right. Be a little bit faster. I feel like this game kind of has the vibes of, what's that game called? Forager? Old game. I say old. It's not that old. But it's a very fun game. I think development is still happening on it. See here. What were we needing iron for? The saw, right. Okay, so that's enough there. And then we need wood, which I'll just grab from here. Perfect. We'll dump the rest of the wood down. And then our batch of planks was made. Let's go ahead and get water for the stone blocks. Perfect. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab these planks. Oh, and this new blueprint's available. Perfect. All right, and let's keep forgetting we can move faster now with shift. I will continue to try to remember that. Get 20 stone here. Perfect. And get that going. All right, upgrading our auto click. Take some iron, some planks, which we have planks now. We're starting to get some of these stone blocks as well. Actually start dumping those into there. These planks on there, so we need another batch of those. There's more water, more wood. Easy enough. And then 10 iron. Perfect. And we'll grab some wood from down here. Let that start running. And I think, honestly, that's all the iron we need. Yep. So we're just waiting on 10 more planks from that. Go get some stone blocks from there. This will actually be enough stone blocks for that. But let me go ahead and top that up. One more. Perfect. There's the water there. Let's go grab more stone. And that's going to be 20. Perfect. Already get more there. Okay, the planks are quite fast. One more. There it is. Perfect. Auto click is upgraded. What's the next one take for auto click? Charcoal and iron plates. Okay, well, we have charcoal. Don't have iron plates quite yet. Quick hardness is going to take steel beam. Okay. Don't have any of that. Probably going to need to start working on the forge next. Let's take a look here. Ah, new. We have forge blueprint. I don't think that's the new one, is it? I thought we already had access to the alchemy table one as well. So, I guess we'll look at forge. Iron ore, 15 plank, 15 glass. All right. That's iron ore. That's not iron ingot. A bit easier to get. So let's just start getting more planks then. That's going to be more wood. And more water. We'll save that water up there for the stone. Perfect. Let's go get the iron ore. That is 2 more. Perfect. So this requires hardness 4 for crystal and hardness 3 for copper. So there's still 2 hardness levels that we're missing here. Go ahead and dump this iron ore in here. Get this started. I feel like our progress has been pretty steady. I don't think we've really slowed down at any point. I know with these kind of games, it can kind of get exponential in terms of the amount of resources you need and that sort of thing. Your progress can really slow to a crawl. So let's dump that in there. And I realized I needed iron ore for that, but it is good to get more iron ingots. I imagine the forge will be, yeah, forge needs iron ingots anyway, so we'll probably need at least 2 of those. But we need 15 iron ore here. There we go. Let's cap off. Perfect. So let's not forget this time. So that goes in there. Dump the rest into here. And then we need plank and glass. All right. Got a bit of planks here. Dump those in. All right, we need more of that. It's going to be more water. Get 20 more water and 20 more wood. Perfect. And you know what? I'll toss the stone in there. Toss this water in there. Perfect. And let's actually grab this stone. Oh, that's a wood plank. That's all right. Toss that in there. And let's finish that. More stone blocks. Okay. 15 iron plates, 20 steel beams. All right, well, let's get working on that. I think we need one more plank here. Perfect. And then 15 glass. We probably should have started on that a little bit earlier here. We're good on fuel. Just need more sand. Definitely need more ash. Okay. Let's get that. More. Perfect. That's that done. Then we'll just start stockpiling wood again. We'll just let this build up and up and up and up and up. We don't need storage. This is our storage. Yeah, see, that's like, what, already 100 there? We don't even have to use any resources to get this. Perfect. Then I need some more for that. No, I was going to try... Oh, didn't mean to put a wood there. I was going to try to use this storage, but to be honest, it really... We can't just kind of drop things in piles. I will go ahead and destroy these. And we will... Yeah. We'll remake them if we end up needing them. All right. Let's get all this ash. Start dumping that in there. And we need sand. Yeah, sand collection is substantially faster with the speed upgrade. Go, get more sand. Just fill up our inventory with this again. Let's see, 2 more. There we go. Perfect. We'll just throw the rest up there. And that is 5 glass, 5 more. We're almost there. We have a little bit of charcoal as well. Is anything in dire need of charcoal? Collect 2,500 resources. Wow, okay. I'll throw charcoal into those. 4 more glass. There we go. And that is the forge blueprint. Well, there we go. We've made a ton of progress. I'm not sure how much more this game has. The next episode might be a little bit shorter, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and leave it off here. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. All the channel interactions are very helpful. Leave a comment if you enjoyed as well. Love to see people commenting. And yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.